Girl. Primary, as they've allowed me to survive now. So thanks for that. On that note, let's say hi to each and every one of you if I possibly can. It's an amazing day. We've got the Avengers Rising. Is Shari Redstone too mentally ill to sell half of Paramount to Sony, despite regulators being fed up with letting mergers going through? We'll have to see. Although I think the Skydance has a better chance than Sony. But it's an interesting idea. Morgan King, what's going on, my friend? Great to see you. We got Terry Rose in the house. We got Evil Ramen. And many more out there. Isn't that an interesting photo? Then look at the comparison between Dolph Lundgren and Rosie. Pretty wild. We got me and my monkey. We got low spec Linux laptop in the house. What's going on over on Rumble? Low spec is hanging out over there as well. We got Bill Chapin in the house. Says, good morning, one and all. I need my 6 minutes. I need more coffee. O.C. Dobbins is in the house. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I really do. Judicon, what's going on, Judicon? Good to see you, bud. D. Bud Martin's in the house. He's wrenching away. He's mad at me because of the thumbnail. Sorry. Last call with Troy Pacelli. What's up, buddy? Let me guess. They're casting Rosie as a live-action He-Man. She's aging like a lemon. Most people would say milk, but I get it. I'll say this. No, that's not what the story is. In fact, there's two different stories, but they were both equally surprising. 11 Alpha's in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Eric K. is here. The man, the myth, the legend. Master of mods, the mensch of wrenches. We got my buddy Captain Fandom Nerd in the house. Check out Captain Fandom Nerd. Stitch. What's up, Stitch? And Dr. Megatron. TZ Burton. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, there's one of those amazing wrench peoples. It's Chris Persa. What's up, CC? So does that mean Rosie can finally play the role she was born to? Beast Man. I wish these were the same headlights, two different ones, you guys. Carlos Alfredo Lopez. Woohoo, good to see you. Griffin gives us today's history lesson. Today's history lesson is on May, blah, blah, blah. On May, why did October get in my head? On May 2nd, 1885, Good Housekeeping magazine was first published in the U.S. by Clark W. Bryan. It was written by a man to help cultivate women's sense of decor and fashion. Yeah, that won't happen today. No, it won't. Jay Price is in the house with that great icon. What's up? DS Ford is here. Legendary member of the channel. We got a few other folks rolling in the door like Sci-Fi Mumby. And the incredible writer, Rod Thunderheart. What's up, buddy? Andrew Taylor is here. Hail. We got our buddy Rogue Thinker out there. What's up, Rogue? I'm not mute. I can talk. I can see I'm talking. What else is happening? Spaceship Vampire. Great to see you, my friend. Thanks for popping in today. Hillis Mallory. What's up, Hillis? Appreciate it. Unlimited power. What's up? Sassy Lass still has the ladybug. I love it. Love it. Though, by the way, they are great in the garden. They take care of a lot of pests that do things. Putin's cat says, yeah, people don't like Rosie. They act like she is Medusa, except she can turn you not straight with a look. I don't know. Or maybe she can... I don't know. Eesh. Anyway, what else is happening? Frank's here. What's up? Rooftop Korean. What's up, my friend? Great to see you. The gaming dude. And Hoove is in the house. What's up, Hoove? The 25th anniversary showing of The Mummy. I hear it held up well. So that's just great news. Everybody's loving that. Who else is out there? We got more folks rolling in the door. There's Ruby Hoove. Hope everybody is fabulous. Well, I am. I hope you are too. Thanks for being here. The Batcap is in the house. Good to see him. And Randall Orser, one of my favorite Canadians from Canada. All right, folks, we're going to say thank you to Hillis Mallory for a cup of coffee. Thank you, my friend. And we've got to go. Hey, Jared Markham. Good to see you. Wolverine Schnicht is in the house. What's up? And oh my goodness, a celebrity. Orville Nation is here. What's going on, friend? I hope you're doing well. I haven't had a chance to check in with you in forever. Thanks for swinging by. John Gibson, good morning. Butter Biscuit, one of our new members. Lots of folks like Cyrano. Jim Watari. What's up, buddy? And Orville Nation sends me a super sticker for $3. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. All right, folks. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it in it. And we have something fun to start with. Thank goodness. Universal Studios revealed even more rides. We'll be talking about this on That Park Place Live this morning. You're going to want to not miss that. In fact, you've got an automatic redirect from here to there. So, yay. We also got Donkey Kong Country being a source of, excitement because it's going to be a place where it's going to be this huge area. Nintendo Land or Nintendo World or Super Nintendo World, whatever you want to call it, is going to be massive. When you go through that portal, it's going to be like living in the games, which I think is fantastic. Very much looking forward to. Truly, truly. Let's move on. We'll talk about TikTok and Universal Music Group finally settling their royalty dispute, and they've entered into a new licensing agreement, and all the artists that were, going into poverty because they didn't have access to TikTok are now going to not go into poverty anymore, I guess. At least I think that's what this means. I do know this. The Fall Guy is already facing criticism because it made a funny joke of the Johnny and Amber business. Funnily enough, it's a very tame joke for a joke about, Amber and Johnny. The joke is from Emily Blunt. It's like Amber and Johnny were just in here talking about, I think, the trailer or whatnot. But anyway, very strange. We got Mattel's Masters of the Universe series, which is now going to be a movie. It's going to go from Netflix to Amazon and release the summer of 2026. And they've tapped Travis Knight to direct. But more importantly, this actually got some forward motion. So I think that's good for Motu fans. Rosie O'Donnell, this is our second headline of the day, is joining. And just like that, because when I think Sex and the City, I think Rosie O'Donnell. Don't you? This show's going to die. The Los Angeles Angels are one of the teams that were blacked out in the Comcast Carriage dispute. I have a feeling that this is going to get resolved rather quickly and ultimately, result in more streaming subscriptions. Comcast is the largest or second largest. It flops back and forth of the distributors right now. So I imagine everybody wants this deal to get finished. We'll see what happens. SAG-AFTRA inks a deal with Nielsen to measure streaming content. Good. This actually re-legitimizes completely Nielsen, which shouldn't have been delegitimized in the first place. They're really by far the best way to measure what's actually being watched by what demographics. The stock market today started off with a little bit of a tick upwards, and it's maybe going to try to trim off some losses, but we'll look at that in just a moment. We know the Fed isn't budging on interest rates. It's going to stick around at the 2-decade high, which isn't good news for the national debt, which is entirely other conversation. But Disney went down dramatically this morning and then popped back up to 111.11. Not sure how long it will stay there. I think we're going to see a lot of active trading by volume and probably, I'm not giving you financial advice. I think that I would keep a measured approach to any stock right now, including Peloton, who just cut 400 jobs worldwide, and their CEO, McCarthy, is stepping down, probably because none of the metrics they were targeting got hit. They've been hit with a lot of stuff because of the culture war stuff they leaned into and everything else. Plus, for some reason, they're a targeted company because maybe they don't want people to get healthy. I don't know. I know this, that the U.S. changes to the non-compete agreements here is going to have a lot of side effects, okay? Unplanned for things like, overtime pay could change and many other things. Not to mention the fact that you're going to have an even more transient work population, which can be good or bad. Oftentimes bad for the corporations. Sometimes good for the employees. Hard to say. Senators do want to limit the government's use of facial recognition technology for airport screening. I don't know. I mean, it's not like you haven't been captured a billion times over. Maybe absent your retinas and fingerprints, but hey, that's coming too. A lawsuit against Meta is trying to find out whether Facebook has the right to manage their feed or should they through a third-party app. That's going to be interesting. I know that the former president was awarded 36 million more shares of the media company that just got started up, worth about $1.6 billion. Interesting. Guess what? One of my favorite games of all time, EA Sports College Football, is returning. Looking forward to that. We've got the fired Google employees that were protesting the Israel stuff. They're filing a complaint with the labor regulators for being fired. Well, you did something dumb. You got fired. Pretty easy. And finally, a coffee rotisserie in Finland has launched an AI-generated coffee blend. That's right, AI coffee. The results were surprising. Yeah. And apparently, it went really well. I don't know. AI for coffee? Doesn't sound very good. On that note, stick around. We got some bonus time. Hi, everybody. We're at bonus time. And I've got the blue screen of death behind me because I didn't change this screen. There we go. And I'm blocking Rosie for you guys, see? So now you just look at Dolph. Just understand they have the same expression on their face. Yeah. True story. We were gifted by Hoove 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you, Hoove. You're amazing. I appreciate it. And so did those 5 lucky people out there. For those of you who came in late, thanks for joining. And of course, weird for an Australian $5. And a great avatar says, slight issue. YouTube has implemented a feature where putting your cursor over a video classifies putting it on watch history, trying to pat their metrics. Well, I think they've been doing that for a while as I reach for the coffee and my Star Wars tumbler. Back before it was ruined. Ruined, I say. Coffee. Okay, so, yeah. They are definitely trying to pat their metrics. That's actually a great observation. But do you blame them? I mean, not that they need much padding. They're beating everybody hands down across the board when it comes to any kind of streaming. And they're capitalizing on creators like me and then viewers like you in a big way. These live streams, which are technically monetized, on the replay, lots of people watch them. I'm ending up in, the 900 to over 1,000 views of the replay of the 6 Minute Daily alone. So thank you all for doing that. But no, this is a good point. And again, everybody's trying to pat their metrics right now. One of the reasons that you're seeing a lot of forced advertisement now. Look at what happened with Amazon, right? Weird. Amazon forced ads on people. Instead of increasing the price of Prime, they just forced ads on you. So they're making money off you now, even though maybe they're, selling the ads to themselves, but they were able to add billions to their most recent call. And also they can show you advertisements before or during Fallout, or before or during Reacher, or before or during other things people want to watch. Of course, they won't be able to do that with Rings of Power because not a lot of people are going to watch that, et cetera, but they're still going to be able to eke some money out of a disastrous project. And, I fully expect them to ruin just about everything else they touch. Clearly, they want to ruin the Warhammer thing that they're working on with Cavill. He should have got in writing that he has full autonomy. I don't know. Evil Ramen, what's up? He says, Sex and the City was a fine show. Quite witty, but women of the lower and middle classes who want to embrace that lifestyle are mad to do so. It's for the upper class. Well, that lifestyle for sure. Living in New York is incredibly expensive. One-bedroom apartment selling for over $1 million is just silly. Now, that city's falling apart, along with San Francisco and other places like Portland and so on and so forth. Have you guys noticed a trend with the cities that are going into decline, and just complete skid rows? I mean, they all kind of are, right? Rosie is like a female Jay Leno. Oh, Putin's cat. Maverick Pilgrim's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. I appreciate it. Oh, guys, just a quick reminder on Super Chats. You can hit the thumbs up button and create engagement there. Once again, I want to say thank you to Hoove for 5 Culture Casino memberships, Hillis Mallory, Orville Nation, and Weird for the Super Chats. You do keep the lights on, truly now, because, now that I'm retired, this is my income. Well, it is what it is. What's up, Grim? Good to see you, buddy. John Cipolla says she just needs to go away. I thought she had, largely. I mean, have you seen her? Putin's cat said, cutting jobs by itself doesn't mean anything. Boeing routinely hires thousands and then lays off thousands. Oh, indeed. But I think something that isn't so labor intensive when it comes to the manufacturing side, like Peloton, I think it's a little more impactful. But I do take your point for sure. And Peloton certainly was an opportunity stock, to be sure. You got to do better, Senator. Yeah, Black Saber's correct. It's a security issue. They want passengers verified. Indeed. The funny thing is like I said, they already know who you are. Now that they've forced ID circumstances on you, face matching, the TSA agents, basically have access to whatever, including your ticket tied to you. I, of course, because I am a regular traveler, have not only a passport and a frequent traveler number, but I'm also using Clear, which means they already have my retinal scan measurement through the private company that verifies me and my fingerprint that I have on file with them. So, of course, anytime you own a license in whatever state or several states require for licensure of any kind that you have your fingerprints on file. I think most teachers have to have that as well. So if you hold any professional licenses, you've already been fingerprinted and such. So there's that. Yeah. Actually, technically, they're trying to make it so they require less TSA agents. Eventually, it's all going to be automated like it used to be. Hey, Tasty, you're back in the 80s. Says, hey, Cultureites, hail. Hail. Trinoculus P, F around and get fired. Yeah, those Google workers weren't thinking, were they? Yeah. They're protesting part of Google's business, says Putin's cat. Good luck. Yeah, no. Hey, first of all, you don't have a right to do that in a workplace. Just like, it just doesn't work. So being fired, they have cause. So I don't think that labor dispute's gonna work out. It's actually different. It's actually quite different, but I understand, what you're thinking, 11 Alpha. Let me put it this way. If any judge rules and sets precedent for those employees at Google, that's gonna open a whole can of worms for the state of California, and you'll watch the mass migration of corporations from California faster than they've already been getting out of there. Putin's cat. Don't work for a defense company and then complain you murdered someone. You guys' takes are hot today. Hot. We've got Maverick Pilgrim saying, bonus time. Do you get assimilated into the collected after you drink the AI blend? I don't know. It is what it is. You guys are the best. X-Ray Girl is kicking booty on Stellar Blade. Oh, I bet so, Crunch Robot. She's awesome. She's really good at games. Thanks for popping in, Crunch Robot. Indeed. Hey, Thomas Mess is in the house. What's up, Thomas? Kalikioke Culture. Where was the bear? I couldn't find one. Oh, I've got a great one for you tomorrow. I saved one. It'd be fun. And oh, hey, in the next couple of weeks, we've got an interview with Gothics coming up. I think I'm going to have a pretty decent one tomorrow afternoon. I'm afraid to announce it because every time I do, I get a guest that can't show. But we'll get there. Putin's cat says, I got to be 100% honest, except for here and now. I could care less about Rosie. Yeah, nobody's paid attention to her in years. Hillis, I agree with you. In Frozen Empire, they did use the cast, the original cast, much better. We got more of them. Plus, we got more Bill Murray. So, yeah. Kay Roberts, you may imbibe when ready. More coffee. Thank you for that, Roberts. I love coffee. I love wine. Tonight, I think a glass of Pinot Noir sounds good. Terry's like, I want to be paid for watching. So do I. You can't say everyone. Well, true story. True story, Putin's cat. True story. But I will. Some manner of speech. Thanks, Gaming Dude, for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks, Putin's cat. Appreciate all 16 of your minutes. Matt G is in the house. What's up? Wait a minute. 987 square foot condo in downtown Vancouver is selling for $7.7 million. Is that Canadian? Or is that American? US dollars? I just want to know. Wonder Mullen, what's up? Says, watched an Indian guy from India in a YouTube video explain how there is an inexorable impetus to change more and provide less for all the streaming services. Very persuasive. Not wrong. 100% right. Yeah. Been talking about that for a bit. True story. 24 million bought, or about 900 Canadian, 3,100. Oh, yeah. No, a lot of people have been talking about Thailand and places like that. Wild, huh? Weird for an Australian $2 says, explain the .com bubble, compare it to the AI bubble. Well, okay, one of the biggest issues with the .com thing is that everybody thought they had to have a presence online, and that particular period of time was just an oversaturation of everything. It was also the time when we ramped up moving into the dial-up internet age and started to move into the broadband stuff. And as more and more of these companies got popular, the ones with the biggest quote-unquote interactivity or presence, let's just say, kept drawing more and more from the marketplace. If you guys remember AOL, and then the merger with Time Warner, and then all of the stuff with the Turner stuff, all of that coming together created like an unsustainable bubble. It's like, and the same thing is happening with AI. AI will become something so ubiquitous that's like my gaming laptop that I have here that I travel with to do videos and editing and things like that. That laptop will be able to run its own AI in such an efficient way. In fact, you can get all this stuff on GitHub now. You just need the language models to train it. But once all that's there, you're done. And you can write the rules on your own AI, right? You can bring it back to reality. And that's kind of what Grok is supposed to be, right? But anyway, we'll rewind. So the comparison is because it will be so ubiquitous, and because the prices are coming down on the chips that can make it just, effortlessly, especially NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going to change server farms. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what they're doing and the work they're doing with Elon Musk, but the sheer volume of compute and everything else that comes along with what's happening, it's gonna bring all the costs down dramatically. And again, with ubiquity, there's no scarcity, so you end up with a bubble. Too many people doing things that aren't needed anymore. Once you reach saturation point, you're done, and you lose value. Terry Rose says, Disney knows who you are. Yes, they do. For a lot of reasons in my case, but yeah. The internet and dumping industry has killed the purpose of most of these cities. Well, to some extent, I think there's always room for growth in tech, at least for the short-term future, the next decade. I think that just like with lazy writing and you have lazy programming, AI is just an incredibly lazy way to go about things, because it'll sustain no growth forever. Relying too much on AI is a way to limit growth across the board in every single way. You don't have to controlled demolition something, you just stagnate it. Like, the economy. Like, this is literally the cultural equivalent of the Jimmy Carter era. In all ways, actually, right now we've expanded the Jimmy Carter era into every aspect of our life. That's not a good thing, kids. He wasn't building houses back then, which I still think is, the results of which have been disappointing. But that's it. That is what it is. Hey, Penny, good to see you. And Cyrano, you are correct. 100%. But they did more than that. They basically disturbed the business that they worked for by sitting in their boss's office. Oh, congratulations, John, and happy birthday to the puppers. I love the puppers. Hey, 70s Rock fan, what's going on? All right. Well, we have That Park Place Live coming up here in just a few moments. I'm looking forward to the show. How about you guys? You stoked? Looking forward to it? I can't wait to talk about Universal, some positive stuff. Pretty easy to talk about positive stuff when it comes to Universal. That Park Place, WDW Pro, all these channels now are growing. We are growing our collective network, for lack of a better way of speaking about it. So, and today's a full day, 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. You'll be going to be bouncing from show to show to show to show. It'll be great. Plus, tomorrow you'll have a review from me on The Fall Guy, because I can't wait to see that film. Everybody I've talked to says it's good. Hey, Labinita Graphics says, Culture, going to send you a graph showing that most of the homeless are in the Democratic cities. I'll send it to your Twitter account. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. I'll be looking for that. Hang on. Da-da-da-da. Take a moment. Oh, thank you. I'm grabbing this. What a great graph. Woohoo. All right. Let me do a share. I don't normally share on this screen, but we'll make it work somehow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Don't listen to that. It was terrible. It was no bueno. Yeah, there we go. And now I can show it. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Oops. Apparently I stretched it beyond its desire. So U.S. homeless counts per state per 10,000. Wow. I'm not sure I can blow that up anymore. But it looks like Washington. Yep. So yeah, let's see. In the lead is Washington, D.C., New York, Vermont, Oregon, California, Hawaii, Maine, Colorado. Alaska's a homeless population? And Nevada I knew about because you can walk by those people. Arizona, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Minnesota. Holy cow. Look at that. I'm really surprised about Alaska, to be fair. Nevada, not so much. This is insane. So it's really towards the bottom. That's insane. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Per 10,000. DC is 72 per 10,000. That's nuts. That's nuts. Wow. Thank you for that, La Bonita Graphics. Wow. Wow. What do you guys think of that? Pretty crazy, right? K. Roberts suggests I expand bear stories to drop bears and trash pandas. Oh, that'd be fun. I love raccoons. I know that that's a weird thing, but I love them. I think they're great. Maverick Pilgrim says a lot of headlines today seem to be collision of real life and algo-driven online life. There are reorientation of reality for many folks. Yeah, a lot of people are now coming to grips with the world around them and why it's being shaped that way. I think the fact that, people are waking up right before the silly season actually takes place and the activities of November fall under further scrutiny. I think we're starting to see that. I think the machine is upset by that, which is why we have all these paid for protests that are happening. And are they really protests if people are paying for them? See, I've always wondered that is if somebody's funding your protest, that's not freedom of speech anymore, is it? It's like a job. Tipping Bard, what's up? Good to see you. Let's see who else is out there chatting. So it's about 5.6 million US for that Vancouver mansion. Interesting. 7.7 Canadian. Read by nature. What's up, my friend? Mephisto, did you make it home, my friend? What an epic vacation you took with your family, bro. It was fantastic. Thanks for sharing that stuff. Dave G Sound, I'm glad you're here. You're fine. You're never late. Yeah, Culture, I am also you're a commercial driver. Cool. So I have been, all these gigs are like all the professional gigs. Everything that require a professional license, you get fingerprinted. Yep. Yeah, you get identified 3 ways to Sunday. John, you're 100% correct, my friend. We do need a 1980s Miracle on Ice moment to bring us together. We do. We do. Scrolling as fast as I can. Here we go. Back to weird for another Australian $2 says AI bubble could bring down big players, then crash. I agree with you. That's exactly what happened last time. I mean, think of what happened to AOL, Time Warner, and all that. It was wop, wop. I mean, Time kind of, took a break. Lots of things got split off and divided and sold. One of the reasons Warner's in the trouble it is in now is because of some really bad business decisions, going way back to then, believe it or not. But I agree. Yeah. Look, like you said, scarcity creates value. Ubiquity destroys it. When there's so much money supply available, you destroy the value of money. And it takes more and more money to buy things. So your salaries are being destroyed, your wealth is being destroyed, your savings are being destroyed, all through inflation. And because of the way they changed the inflation metrics and the GDP and all this other stuff leading into the last few years, why do you think they did that? We absolutely need more positivity, which is why I started today with some good stuff. And tomorrow we'll have some good stuff. And I feel like if you go to that Park Place Live, there's some good stuff that we're going to cover today. I mean, I like covering good stuff. Yep, DC isn't a state. That's correct. District of Columbia. And they're trying to make it have the same rights as a state, but it can't. It can't. Very Victorian lady says, Democrat-controlled cities have figured out how to monetize homelessness and actually want more of it. Well, under different federal leadership, I think there's a pretty easy way to destroy that. And accountability is something all these leaders need. And all these administrations. And when I say that, I'm talking about the administrative state. All these entities that control your life that you didn't vote for, that make rules that you certainly don't agree with, et cetera, et cetera. To everyone in the chat, thanks for being so awesome. And thank you again to all the wrenches. No, thank you, Sassy Lass. But I agree with you. Everybody's awesome. Thank you. And everything is awesome. Our good friend Maverick Pilgrim has been here for 8 months and says, looking forward to Phantom Menace this Saturday. Awesome. Going to take the fam? Fantastic. Saw it so many times in the theater back in 99. For all the hate it gets, fond memories. Well, there you go. There you go. Did you see the woke anti-woke 40K chainsaw did on X? No, I'm trying to figure out what this is referring to. You mean like the Warhammer stuff? I mean, I know that there's been a lot of like dumb. Um, 40K hasn't done a very good job on this, and doubling down publicly on it hasn't helped them with their fans. So I'm not really did I hit on it? Can somebody else help me with this one? Because I want to answer. Also, Professor Haytien Falarudo. What's up, Professor Haytien? Who's got a channel? Check it out. Says, always support our friends. Love you, CC. Well, love you right back. You guys are great. Especially, you've been around a long time, my friend. Mr. Stock, what's up, buddy? Says, Fed says economy is good. But even McDonald's is telling them the consumer is cracking. Yeah. No clowning around. No, they've been lying for a long time. The changing the metrics was done willfully. The economy's not doing well, and the jobs markets aren't doing well. Those are all lies. When 2/3 to 3/4 of the jobs that are out there that you've added jobs, well, you still haven't caught up to. Well, maybe you've caught up to about where we were prior to this administration and the steep decline we headed into because of the global crisis shutdowns. But at the same time, I mean, to be frank, the jobs that are being added are part-time. 2/3 to 3/4 of the jobs are part-time. That's not jobs. That's not jobs. And you have to artificially increase, again, wage increases in the minimum wage were never the issue. Those jobs, entry-level jobs, starter jobs, part-time jobs, those were reserved for kids and, you know, and people who worked part-time just to add some pocket change. It's all those jobs were supposed to be. Those are not living jobs. They never were supposed to be that. People stopped acquiring skills. Not good. Racha! Maverick Pilgrim protesting. It ain't much, but it's honest work. And thank you, Troy, for the Twitter question that you sent out into the world. I would never have thought to do that, so I appreciate one. If someone is funding your protest, then you're a stooge. Yes. Oh yeah, Cynthia Carter. Yeah, like I said, professional licensees, people in healthcare. I mean, anybody who's going to be in a job that requires that level of interpersonal interaction, probably going to be fingerprinted. Like I said, my eyeballs have been scanned for many reasons. My fingerprints have been taken for many reasons. So, yeah. And this is one of the reasons why they're trying to eliminate physical media. But it's only hurting them financially, creating scarcity for products. Pretty crazy. Is 6 in the house? I think I saw 6. She's awesome. And Crimlon comes up with the correct answer. Ding, ding, ding. I think other people did too. But making DC a state would violate the Constitution. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Weird. Thank you, Weird. You didn't have to super. Thanks again. Says, a guy with the name Chainsaw went through the Warhammer 40K channels and made a list. Wow. Interesting. Games Workshop needs to go broke. Well, they're not doing particularly well. And when the next quarter sales come down and the resounding sound of tens of thousands of 3D printers are going, brrr, then there you will be. 3D printer go brr. Culture's 75 minutes, 6 minute daily. Yes, 6. Actually, we're going to be wrapping up in just a couple of minutes. I do need to start working on the stingers for Mr. H's show. And obviously, I'll be on that Park Place in half an hour. So, yeah. Our good friend Maverick Pilgrim sends another super chat that says, the creativity in summation for $2 super chats reminds me of trying to send a message to someone without actually paying for collect calls. If you know, you know. That's right. Especially when they remove the operator from the equation, right? You'd call, make the collect call, say the message in the name for the collect call, and then the person would know what you were trying to say. That was even a way to skip like the charge per pager message if you remember way back in the day. Message. CJ's here. What's up, CJ? What a great dude. Look at everybody saying hi to Six. I got fingerprinted, yeah. Like I said, it's more and more frequent. The old man cometh. What's up? And this is a true statement. Rambam 3000 drops knowledge. Seoul is still waiting on the evidence from the Department of Labor that it actually works 50 years later. Yeah. Thomas Sowell is a legend. And Dearest is 100% right. Right now, people are working 3 of those part-time jobs to try to make ends meet. Your parents and grandparents, folks. Our good friend Boog with a Mexican 20 says Ron Paul has said audit the Fed for 40 years now. Yes, he has. And that's a good plan. But again, I mean, the Fed isn't actually part of the government. There's a long conversation to be had about that. Looking at the Fed charter. Boy, we don't have time to do that here. Don't have time to do that here. Weird for an Australian. $2 says AI bubble could redirect funds from DEI grifts. This is also true. Six. You have caught me doing a lot of weird things. I don't think I'm going to do that one. Turn your head and cough. Yeah. But thank you. I miss you. Oh, you guys are great. Weird. All right, what else is happening? Thanks for being here, Maverick Pilgrim. I appreciate the support, financial and chat. You guys are awesome. Ooh, it's warm. All right, I'm going to have to slide out. You guys are amazing. You will be automatically redirected to that Park Place live, which starts in 30 minutes. So go to the channel, set your reminder, open another tab, do whatever else you're going to do. But I will be hanging out with that Park Place live in just a little while. And I hope you will be too. And then right after that, it goes to another show in the H-Cast, where I'll also be. And then tonight, after I watch The Fall Guy, I will be on Thursday Night Throwdown on Comics Division's channel. So follow me around, guys. I would appreciate it. That's right. The best of goodbyes, Mr. Stock says. That's right. In many ways. Try and get some rest, Six. Love you, kid. Be safe. Have a great day, everybody. I love that sentiment, Cynthia. And Kalikioki, what's up? Says, Culture Gaming stream when? Maybe as a member stream? No, we will start doing those again soon. Okay, guys? Yeah, I will have caught up with the things I need to get done. And things may have changed for my plan next week. Thanks for being here, a watermelon. Appreciate it. I'm popping over to Sticks, Hex, and Hammers. I always stumble on that one. Stream, yep, Sticks, Hex, and Hammer. Good choice. I'll see you guys later. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and till next time. See ya.